Hello, everyone. Sorry for being in this position, and sorry for not shaving, and my hair's a mess, but who cares? This is where I've been for the past 5 days. Uh, what day was it? Friday, when the fence was put in. Um, let me back up a little bit. This goes back to the week before. Um, I cut a tree down near the shop. Um, with the new trailer that I got, because the truck and the trailer is like 67 feet long. When I wanted to get out to the driveway, there's two trees, and I had to like drive through one tree to be able to not take the back of the trailer around through the other tree. So I cut it down, no big deal. I mean, I do stuff all the time, right? And I cut that down and picked it up with the tractor. It was a good sized tree, probably about a foot in diameter. Picked the whole thing up, threw it in the woods, no problem. Then I was going to the nursery to do a favor for the woman who works there and runs it, and I loaded it on the trailer. And while I was going to put the back chain on, I have to put it through the drawbar in the back, and I kneeled on the chain. And when I kneeled on the chain, I like took all the weight off that knee, and I heard like a and I was like, oh, that isn't good. And instantly I was like in pain, but I still went and did all the work. And when I came back, I mean, it was sore. So I mean, the next day it was really bad. And so made a chiropractor appointment on Monday, went to the chiropractor, got adjusted, seemed to work pretty good. Went on Wednesday again, did some more, started to feel a little bit better. I was at least able to move around because literally I had to lay down on the floor, put my legs up. I mean, it was, it wasn't fun. And uh, so they came. So I got a call that the fence people were coming, and I hadn't finished bush hogging or cutting the trees down yet. So I went out on Thursday, did all that, and that hurt a little bit, but it was okay. So um, when they came to work, I was out there with them. I was helping them, um, do everything. Actually, this was the second day they came. This was Friday. I was out there. I was, doing a few things, getting them stuff with the tractor, and it actually felt pretty good. I was out there all day, and no problem. So went to my next chiropractic appointment at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, whatever it was on Friday, and went in, had the adjustment, came home. When I got home, I went back to see what they were doing. I could barely get out of the car. I went to put weight on my leg, and my leg like let out with the pain, and I made it back into the house. Made it to try to lay on the floor like to what I usually do to make it feel better, and it didn't work. So I crawled to the couch, and pretty much that's where I've been ever since last Friday. So today is Tuesday. Luckily, yesterday, well, we were trying to figure out how to get me back to the chiropractor, but as you know, over a weekend, these doctors aren't there. So I didn't know, I couldn't get any help over the weekend. So chiropractor called me on Monday and said, "Oh, come on down and we'll try to loosen it up or whatever." And I said to him, "Well, I can't. There's no way I can get into the car or the truck. There's no way I can get. I can get. I can't even move. I can't even. I can't even stand up. Can't stand. Can't sit. I can. I can lay down. That's it." So he said, "Oh, I've got this mobile doctor company friend that I use." So we called him up. He came out. He and a nurse, they came out and they gave me a steroid injection. He figured out it is not anything structural. Looked at my X-rays. It's sciatica inflammation and some other, I can't remember what it's called now. I'm drawing a blank. I told Wendy what it was the other day, but now I'm drawing a blank. But it's basically where your hips and your back come together. There's in between. There's a little bit of material in there, and it's called something itis. Um, I'm sure you people will know what it is, but I can't think of it now. But anyway, he says that's what the pain is. So that was good news because I was worried. Oh, do I have a disc that's bad, or I have too much? I have too much to do around here. I can't be. I can't be having this. So they gave me the shot of steroids and some Toradol and some other things, and gave me a 4-day regimen of steroids to reduce the inflammation, and gave me some non-narcotic pain meds. Um, because the pain was just unbearable. I mean, I tried to make it to the bathroom on one of the days, and it was so the pain was so bad. I mean, for it took me 2 hours before I could even get a little bit of relief. And after the doctor came, gave me the shot and all that, the pain pretty much went away. I tried to get up this morning. I did get up. Wendy had to go get me a walker because I can't even walk without it. So she went to Goodwill and got me a walker. I'm 90. I gotta have a walker. Um, but that hurt, and after about 10 minutes, the pain went away with that. And so I'm just going to be laying here now. Who knows how long I'll be laying here for, but I wanted to make this video because, one, I wanted to thank Wendy very much. I mean, she has gone above and beyond the things she's had to do over these days. She's up all night. The medicine they gave me last night, one of them, another one, I'm drawing a blank on the name of it, but the side effects were terrible. I woke up this morning, I felt like the Sahara Desert was in my mouth. My mouth was open, it was dry. I mean, it was so dry when I poured water into it, it didn't even loosen it up for like a minute. Um, and she said I was moving all night and talking, and just, it was unbelievable. So I'm not taking that again. But anyway, I wanted to thank her for, I mean, she has to take care of all the animals. She has to go to the dump. First time she's ever gone to the dump, transfer station to get rid of our garbage is what we do down here. They have a transfer station, and she did that, and she's having to take care of me and cook and still do her job, and so she's been above and beyond what anybody should have to do. So I wanted to thank her, and also my daughter Brittany. I've been talking to her more on the phone than I think I've ever talked to her in a year. I've talked to her more in these days, so that's nice. Anyway, we were able to chat that way since I'm not doing anything and I have time to talk. But there's no way. I do have video. The fence in the back is 90% done, but I have video of the second day, but I never got to edit it, and there's no way I can edit it because my computer, I can't sit at it, and so I've got all this footage, and it's going to go up uh, when it's finished, and it probably next week. Now it would have been finished, except if you remember me talking about the reason of why I'm doing this fence is for the neighbor in the back who wanted to push through the easement. I mean, if I won't go into the whole thing now, you can go back and look at the video if you hadn't seen it, and I'll talk about it a little more when I actually make the completion video of it. But yep, the guy. The morning of when they were coming, I get a text as I'm laying here from the neighbor telling me that everything looks good, or your fence looks good, except where your gate is going down the 700 feet away from where his entrance is. He thinks I'm 20 feet too much into the easement. Like it matters. And I'll explain the whole reason again for this easement and where it has to go. But so I told the fence people not to do anything until I could look out there because look, I don't feel like arguing with the guy. It makes no difference. So basically I'm gonna have them move the gate back, so they're gonna have to move some poles. And if I was able to move, I could have pulled their poles out for them with the tractor because they did not have their skid steer with them. Um, so anyway, they've got to come back just to do that, and I'm gonna move it. It makes no difference, but I'm just telling you. And I said to the fence guy, he said to me, he goes, "Well, I can see why you wanted to do that fence." People are just unbelievable. I mean, it just goes without saying, since I'm sure you all know. But I wanted to put this video up so you weren't wondering why I'm not posting anything or I haven't put up the completion of the fence. Um, so, like I said, hopefully next week that will be completed. If I get to where I can sit up, I will put the second video up at least of what has been done so far, and then I'll get a completion video. And uh, because of this, well, I'll talk about it after. But I've got a few other projects I'm going to have to do now because of how I'm moving the gate, so I can get access across from one side to the other. I'm going to have to clear some trees, put in a pipe, and fill in the ditch so I can have a road go across one area of it, because now I'm going to have to block that off a little bit. But again, I just want to thank everybody who watches, and a lot of the people who hadn't watched for a while. I've gotten some nice comments that you guys are back watching. I appreciate it. I'm sure David would appreciate it. That's why I'm doing all this anyway. I just like to have a record of what we started, and video history, really, of all the work that's going to go on in the future to get it to be Camp David Civic, the way I want it to be, to forever. So just want to thank everybody again. I want to thank Wendy again. Thank Brittany and everybody else who's given me well wishes once they found out about how I was feeling, my friends and stuff. So well, I'm going to show you one thing. The doctor didn't prescribe this, but I'm going to say this is going to be a little bit of my pain therapy. So I'm going to have this in a few minutes. And I hate when you're in selfie mode like this because the camera's backwards, but it's Terrapin Hopsecutioner, one of my favorite IPAs. So if anybody wants to have one with me, cheers, and I'll be talking to you guys soon.